Hello and welcome to another episode of Canadian Stacker. This is our first video since our giveaway in July on the 4th, 4 for the 4th, and also for Canada Day. Once again, I'm on the Ottawa River. I'm at Lower Ostroms, but I've gotten to a different position to take a video with you guys today. I wanted to talk to you guys about a couple of things. Bunch of channels last week and the beginning of this week we're talking about, I believe it was called Vilnius, which was a meeting of NATO was coming, and like a power plant was going to blow up or nukes were going to fly. A whole bunch of evil stuff was going to happen. Ukraine was basically saying that Russia was going to do it, and Russia was saying Ukraine was going to do it. And well, you know what, here we are, no nuclear incident, because people don't want to glow in the dark. Like radioactivity is pretty much, well, in our life expectancy forever. So, if you wreck something with radioactivity now, you're screwing it for yourself and your generations of children after you. So, in my opinion, the use of radiological materials or weapons is literally, a crime against humanity. It's like generational destruction. So, yeah, I'm up here now at above Lower Ostrom. And this is Upper Ostrom up here. I've talked about it before. But yeah, so we're all not glowing in the dark. Silver's still bouncing around. Gold's still bouncing around as expected. And a lot of people keep saying, like I keep telling you guys, oh, the U.S. is going into a giant crater. That's it. Now, the stock markets took a bit of a beating this week. And the reason for that was the job indicators came back way above expectations of the Federal Reserve and way above expectations of the market. I believe 600,000 jobs were produced, which was double the estimate. Now, why did the stock markets crash from this information? Well, because the Fed props up the stock market. The stock market is also propped up by, gigantic investment corporations, retirement funds, and incredibly wealthy and rich individuals. And they don't like the thought of more jobs for people, and the reason for that is because it drives down one, at this time, profitability for them on the stock market. But what it does the most is it lets the Fed possibly raise interest rates some more, showing, I'm not saying that we have a strong economy, but what that shows to the Federal Reserve is basically it's a strong job market. And yeah, sure, there's a banking crisis, but the people, they care about the banks, but they care more about their jobs, right? So that opens it up so that Jerome, our savior, can raise interest rates some more. It puts room back on the table for him. So that's why the stocks sold off, because the banks are horrified, and the banks are pulling out everything they can out of the stock market in order to back their paper, because they don't have to have a whole lot when people come running in for their money, to basically pay them back. So, of course, stocks are going to drop because, well, people are getting jobs. Like, heaven forbid they raise the interest rate some more. I know that everybody says interest rate bad, but interest rates destroy fiat money. If you borrow $100 and you have to pay back over the course of a year $108, it destroys 8% of the fiat in which you borrowed permanently. So it's the destruction of all that extra money that was printed. So they're sucking money out of the economy and destroying it. And of course, these rich fat cats don't want to see any slide at all in their portfolios. So they're screaming up and down that it's the end of the world and all that. The end is nigh. But make no mistake about it. I'm not saying this is financial advice, but you know what? What happens if the stock market sells off? It's bad for what? 2%, maybe 1% of everybody that lives in the Western world. But 98% of us people don't have any money. We have what we've saved through our lives. And if we're in the stock market, like the 98% of us are playing with fire. And if you play with fire, you get burned, right? So be very diligent in what you invest in. Stay away from risky tech stocks. The AI tech stocks like Nvidia are completely blowing right to heck. It's overinflated like the .com bubble. Just this is not advice, but I'm avoiding that whole thing like the plague now. I want nothing to do with it. You got Bitcoin getting up to its halving soon. And the stock market, the last couple times there's been a halving, has boomed like crazy. So I see possibly You know, this is not financial advice. Bitcoin going up, I'm not saying invest in that. I don't myself invest in that, but I see Bitcoin maybe going up as the halving gets near, and I see the stock market doing the same, because a bunch of money is going to come driving in from us poor folk. We're going to try to get into the get rich scheme, and we're going to dump into everything. We're going to dump into, you know, Bitcoin. We're going to dump into Litecoin. We're going to dump into ETH. We're going to dump into all of that stuff. And what that does is it makes the richer people feel that they've got richer, that are already holding the coins, feel great, but they've already been through a cycle. So what are they going to do? They're going to watch the RSI indicator. They're going to watch a channel like Johnny Bravo, who's going to show them how to actually read that stuff, and they're going to sell, and they're going to get out near the top. You know, I'm not, you know, nobody can predict the top, but they're going to get out. They're going to be leaving everybody else holding the bag. They're going to be buying yachts, and you're going to have knots in your stomach from all the pain you have from investing in something you never should have invested in, because you didn't understand how it works. So my suggestion is read up on anything that you invest in. Right now, the governments are pointing at, they want to go electric. That's EV vehicles, that's silver, that's lithium. Another thing is nickel. A lot of people, they don't understand how much nickel is really in an electric battery. So you should read up on that. Nickel, I think, is gonna have its place to shine again. It already peaked there that one time and got smacked down hard, and you know what? It can happen again. You know, you've got my suggestion as well, if you want to invest in paper, and I'm not saying you should ever do that, but if you're going to do paper, maybe look at Sprott, because they actually hold real physical metal, and unlike the others that just, you know, say I got a paper derivative and we'll give you money because someone else might buy it. Just remember, if everybody's going to the door and everybody's selling, the price goes down, down, down. And if everybody's running to something real and you don't have it, well, if you don't have it, you don't own it. So don't rely on other people to have your money, but they will definitely have their bags packed at the door as they walk out, and they'll leave you there holding your own bags but with nothing in it. Oh, here comes our kayaker James. I'm going to start walking down to the bottom. That means our team is coming through. We've got a 2 raft trip today. Maybe I'll throw that into the video for you guys. I'll get down here to the bottom. But yeah, that's what I've got for you guys today. You know, if you enjoyed this content, please leave a like. Please share, and possibly, you know, if you really like it, subscribe, and you can listen to me rant some more. I do have a couple of interesting videos coming up in the near future. I just have to have a couple of days off in order to produce it properly. But as soon as that happens, I'll get some interesting stuff about whitewater rafting, some of the trips that I've done, and I'll show you guys basically what's going on. So until next time, as always, keep your thumb to the sky. And now I'm going to go over here and I'm going to give you some eye candy, and then I'm going to get the camera turned off right away. So if you don't want to watch my boats run, just shut it off now, because the video is technically over. So I'll get into position here. They should almost be here, because boats are way faster than I am on rock. Oh, here they come. Like I've been saying, the water levels drop quite substantially. This rock here eventually will be completely out of the water. Nice little run there by Jared. Here comes Simone. Excellent little run by Simone. Perfect line. That's pretty sweet. All right, like I said, until next time, keep your thumb to the sky. Stay amazing and awesome, and have a wonderful day.